welcome back to fourth episode of Mike's Mindful Minutes. Get right into this. I got a couple things I want to talk about. A Throwback Thursday video. That is my 2x4 table that I built for a contest last year. The table itself is this right here. I don't know if you can really see that design, but I'll zoom out on it here in a minute. But I built that for a 2x4 contest last year, and I didn't win, but that's all right. It was a lot of fun to play. The only thing that that's really going on with the table is this bow right here. It was just a cut-off piece of the 2x4 because the whole project had to be out of the 2x4. That was the rules. Since it was such a thin piece of 2x4, it started to bow right here. You know, I could probably fix that with some hardwood or even a piece of glass or something like that. I don't know. But my kids and wife has beat it up all year, so it's in pretty rough condition. I did kind of clean up the top a little bit and hit it again with some lacquer just a few minutes ago. But you know, not a bad little project. Pretty nifty little design. This is not my design. It was some design that somebody sent me a picture of. But the video here, I'll put a link right here for it. It just shows the process of me making that video. Also last year, I want to throw back another video, Peter Brown. I'll put his video right here. He did last year. I think he found it in the garbage or maybe a rummage sale or something. I don't really remember. But it was a TV tray is what it was. And he took it apart and cleaned it up and glued pennies on the inside and then put epoxy over the whole thing, and it just turned out cool. And if you've never been to Peter Brown's channel, there's a lot of cool things over there that he does. He experiments a lot with epoxies, and he's just fun to watch and great entertainer. But check out his video here. It's building that table. That was pretty cool. A lot of comments on the epoxy table saw chemical genius or anything like that. So I don't know if epoxy is the best way to adhere this stuff or not. But a lot of people had some concerns if it was going to hold up, if it was going to stick, if it was going to work at all. I'm telling you, it's been 2 complete weeks right now, and this thing is as solid as ever. I can barely bend it. I can bend it a little bit. I had a suggestion just on the air of safety here is to put a screw through it, and that way, in case if it ever did come apart for whatever reason, at least they're screwed together. So that's what I did. I just I countersunked a machine screw, put a bolt, and epoxied the bolt or the nut on the back of it. And I did that in the front and the back of it. Also had another comment on one of my, I think it was my table saw shop tour. I was complaining about my wrenches on my thing over there. Yeah, kept sliding off because of the vibration of the saw. And he suggested to put magnets on it. And he asked me, why don't you just put magnets on the wrenches? I don't know, because I'm an idiot. That was a great suggestion, so thank you. And I've done that to all 3 of my wrenches. My wife bought me a couple new tools, a marking knife, and a dovetail saw. I do want to do something with dovetails this year. I've never cut dovetails ever on a router, on a hand saw, ever. But I do want to give that a go this year and learn that skill. I think that's an important skill to know if you're a woodworker. And I do want to take my woodworking skills to the next level. So, John Pierce was said, "Hey Mike, thanks for the videos. Did you make a table or tablet holder behind you in your videos, and how did you do it?" Yes, I did make this, and I'll give you a little close-up here. I did not shoot a video on this. This was something I wanted to do for me, but it's pretty easy construction here. You can see what's going on. Maybe about right there. It's nothing fancy here. It's just a MDF backer board. I trimmed it out in pine or maple probably, and that groove is just big enough for my iPad to slide in, just like that. And it holds in pretty well. On the back side of this black piece was an old GPS mount that I've mounted to this piece of board with just a couple screws, and then I mounted that board to the whole unit, and then on this mount here I just put that board here, and that board slides into that piece right there. Who else we got here? David Miller. I am currently looking to get a joiner. I don't have many issues. You don't have many issues with the Delta. How large of material have you ran on it? Good question, David. The joiner I got is just a benchtop Delta plane or joiner. Yeah, the capacity is 6 inches wide, and I guess as long as you have a way to hold it to the table is infinity length. The biggest piece that I've ran through is an 8-foot piece and probably about 4 inches wide or so. And it worked okay. It was a little unstable. It was a little awkward to hold with the longer the length, but you know, that could be fixed with outfeed tables or rollers or some sort of support, or even a second hand or something. I really like that clamp they used to glue the plastic together. Is this something you made? Thanks for sharing. Sent by Nicholas. Yeah, I built this to glue up segmented rings so I can glue segmented rings together for turning. So yes, that is something I built. That is not my design. It was somebody on YouTube's, and I will try to find that guy and put a link in the description. But yeah, I mean, the thing works awesome. And it's, if it wasn't so big and bulky, I'd use it a lot. But when I really need to put some pressure on something, or some even pressure, I'll definitely pull that thing out, because it does a good job. Have you ever tried leveling the insert with small sheet metal screws? Yes, I have, and it just takes too long. What they're talking about is when I did the hot glue to level the insert to the table saw. It's just so much faster and easier to do it that way, and it works well. I think his name's Chris. He's the one that suggested to put the screws through the insert, with, like I've already shown you. So thank you for that suggestion. That's all I got for you this week. A little long, but some good information there. So this is Mike from MFWoodShop, and we'll see you next week for episode 5. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.